Alright, so I've been MIA from social media for a month, 6 weeks now. Pretty much posting the least amount of content that I have posted since becoming a creator on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. And this was a very slow trickle process where TikTok went first, and then Instagram, and then YouTube, and then Twitter. So pretty much MIA. And the reason being is essentially I just needed to take some time off from social, take some time off in general from like weightlifting and training, and just like regrouping, because everything was getting unwound. As I have become older, there are more responsibilities as an adult, with bills and a spouse, and I didn't make the proper adjustments to not burn out. I wouldn't even say burn out, to get a flat tire, to have a blowout. Ooh, one of the ways I would compare this is if you've ever watched the movie Cars, Lightning McQueen, race car, he would only stop to get gas. He would not change his tires in the final lap. He blew out his tires. He had gas to go, but he had no tires to drive on. And essentially, my body and my mind and what kind of happened and transpired in the last 2 to 3 months is, I got a flat tire or two. And it affected my performance in the gym, affected my performance at work, affected my relationship with my spouse and my friends. And I'm in a much better spot now. I needed about a month, 6 weeks. I don't know what the exact timetable was or when I exactly started feeling better, but in this last week, the mojo is back. We're feeling a lot better. And in that time of reflection, I can still go at this rate. Like, I can go hard like I am now. I can go even harder. I gotta figure it out how to, right? But part of figuring out your systems and part of the adjustments I think people fail to make is that they don't change their tires, quote unquote. They don't take an actual break. They just stop for a little bit of gas, right? Get a little bit of food, go take a phone break, go for just a walk, where you need more than 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Like, you need to take a couple hours for yourself. And one of my things moving forward is just finding that additional solitude, finding those moments where additionally I can step away, I can think, I can pull my head out of the water or see from like a bird's eye view what's really going on and what we need to correct, what we need to look at, right? Like, one of my big things in time that I try to find the solitude is spending extra time mobilizing on the foam roller, not consuming content. At most, it would be maybe a little bit of music in the background, but not on the screen as much. I think that was one of my big problems, is I was forming a bad habit of watching or listening to too much YouTube or podcast and not just spending time with my individual thoughts like I am now. I'm talking through things here. And again, this is like in a form of like therapy, but it's also just getting out ideas and thinking things through in real time. And you guys are seeing this. Like, that's where the cars analogy came from. Like, seriously, I can go. I'm like a race car. I just want to just go full tilt, full speed all the time. Give me the gas, give me the food, water, hydration. Like, I'm ready to rock and roll, but if you blow a tire, you can't really drive real well. So, change my tires, back on the track, and I'm ready to hit the ground running. So, get some momentum. I'm still figuring out some issues with my health right now in regards to my shoulder. And my skin with my eczema or whatever this issue is. And hopefully we can figure it out in the next few months. Very optimistic. Been praying about it a lot. Been praying for a lot of guidance. God's answered a lot of these prayers. And we're just going to keep rolling. We're going to keep this good momentum throughout this week, throughout the summer. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. And as always, peace. Much love.